Alright, it's been a pretty insane year. From sponsoring my own school sports day to winning $200,000 at 15 years old. But before any of that makes sense, I need to finish the original story first. I went over this last year, so I'll keep it brief. Ever since I was really young, like 7, I've always been into business. Not for the money, more for learning new skills, building things, and the idea of starting my own company. I've always liked being independent and just trying stuff. No matter if I won or if I lost, I just loved every minute. The first thing I ever did was sold toys and clothes on eBay. And honestly, again, I just loved the process. Taking the photos, writing the listings, refreshing the page to see if something has sold, and that little buzz when a notification got up on my phone. I was hooked. That's when I was about 8 or 9. I decided I wanted to start my first ever real business. So I bought loads of empty hand sanitizer bottles, sticky labels, made a website, and genuinely thought I'd be the next Elon Musk. Obviously, nothing happened, hardly any sales. But even from them first couple of businesses, some of them I haven't even mentioned, I'd already learnt loads. How to use platforms like eBay and Shopify, how stock control works, how to tell if a product is profitable or not, how to market something, how to build a website, and so much more. And I learnt quickly that branding is very important. It's not about sticking a sticky label on something. People want things that look real and professional. Even though the next few businesses that I started failed, all that learning carried on and was applied to the next business. And after that, I tried loads of random ideas. One of them was dog treats. I tested recipes, posted them online, and again, no one bought them. Even my dog didn't like them, which pretty much says everything. And that one taught me more about the boring side of business. Legal stuff, insurance, licenses, paperwork. It's not as simple as just listing an item and becoming rich. And from all of this, I learned something that I still believe now. Business is really hard. It takes years of constant innovation and hard work just to see little success. If it was easy, then everyone would do it. And from this point, it's when I properly got into social media, TikTok especially. I wasn't just scrolling, I was analysing every single video. Why did this video work? Why did this video flop? Why did I keep watching this one? Why did this one go viral? I even had a video go viral for a client when I ran an agency, and that's when it all clicked. If you understand attention and what people actually want, you can reach millions of people for free. And that goes beyond social media, into freelancing, speaking to people, literally everything. You just have to understand what people want and how you can achieve that. So at around 10 years old, I tried dropshipping on eBay because I already had experience about the platform, and I saw loads of gurus going viral telling people they can become millionaires from dropshipping. I listed loads of products, and over a few months I made around £2,000 in revenue, which sounds really good. But after long shipping times, terrible product quality, refunds came in, and I ended up losing money. And at this time, lockdown happened. And now I spotted an opportunity for car washing. Everyone was stuck at home and car washes were shut. So I printed flyers, bought a pressure washer, built a website, hired a friend, and we just went for it. Over about 6 months, we made £3,000. And that showed me something important. If you actually spot an opportunity and act on it fast, things can work. But this business wasn't scalable, and I didn't love it. I was actually a kid washing cars in my free time when I wasn't at school. What I actually loved was sport, especially squash and the gym. I was training all the time, constantly overheating and dripping with sweat. And I remember thinking, there has to be a better way to cool down. And that's where Cool Towel came from. The first prototype was made by my grandma. She brought her sewing machine round my house and sewed an ice pack around a microfiber towel. It wasn't great, but it was a brilliant proof of concept because it really worked. So I went to Alibaba.com, looked through hundreds of materials, and found the perfect one. I did all the branding that I'd done for previous businesses and ordered my first batch of 50 Cool Towels. Then I made lots of digital assets for the business, built the website, made lots of content, and nothing really happened. I spent money on ads, loads of time on it, and barely got anything back, which just shows business is not a straight line. In late 2022, I found TikTok Shop. I posted a couple of videos, and one of them went viral and sold all of the units out in a single day. I remember running into my parents' room and showing them the 50 order notifications on my phone, thinking I'd made it. But in reality, I had to pack everything manually, typing addresses, printing labels, sticking them on, and after all of that, I realised I made a massive mistake. I hadn't used tracked shipping. TikTok refused to pay me. So that big win of 50 orders in a single day turned out to be a £500 loss. And most people would have probably stopped there. I didn't. I restocked 300 units this time, bought proper equipment, thermal label printers, fixed the systems and kept going. Orders came flying in again, but as you can imagine, even more issues ahead. But for the first time, everything that I've learned across the last 5 years was finally come into play, and I've applied all the skills from previous businesses. And Cool Towel in 2023 did really well. But then winter came, and Cool Towel is seasonal, so naturally sales dropped. I tried to pivot into filtered water bottles. I hired an agency and spent thousands to try and get sales, but it just didn't work. I was left with stock, lessons, and another reminder that business is really messy. But on the bright side, I did actually sell that business and learnt a lot about how to sell a whole entire business. Then summer 2024 came around and everything changed. Demand exploded exponentially. I made storage units in my bedroom, hired 10 friends in peak days to help me pack all the orders. And on the biggest day in 2024, we did over £10,000 in sales. Me and my friends literally packed orders all day and hardly finished it. And that was the moment Cool Towel stopped feeling like a side project. It was now a proper business that had potential to scale further. And that's where the last life story video ended. Since then, things haven't grown a little bit. They've exploded. Pretty much straight after that video, I ended up getting in 2 massive newspapers, almost full pages, which was really weird because in the same week I'm in local newspapers, I'm also sat in my bedroom packing orders by myself on my floor. And not long after that, I decided I wanted to go to Simon Squibb's doorbell. And honestly, it wasn't even about the exposure. It just flipped something in my head. It reminded me that every big success I've done was due to me getting out of my comfort zone and working really hard. I had to put myself in uncomfortable situations to go further. And after some more sales, winter hit again. And winter 2024 was really hard for me. Sales slowed down significantly. But if anything, my workload got heavier. I started freelancing, selling services on platforms like Upwork and Fiverr, with some success. That taught me that selling services can be really profitable and cheap to start. You just need to understand what the client actually wants and how to target them and sell yourself to the client. It's a completely different concept on how to market. At the same time, I spent months rebranding Cool Towel. New logos, new packaging, new website, entirely new systems, AI automations, and so much more. I was also on call almost every day with people who built bigger businesses than me, taking advice and applying them straight away to my business. I'm not gonna lie, the winter was really tough mentally for me. I wanna show you a clip here because it shows how real this journey actually is.
It's the 20th of March today, 2025, and it's been a hard few months really. Business-wise, everything's plummeted and stopped, and I've been working really hard every single day. Relentless, waking up 5:30, doing everything I can, and nothing is working.
But I didn't stop. I didn't necessarily feel motivated, but I just kept working and kept grinding. School, training, business, every single day. Somewhere in the middle of that, I even got mentioned by Iman Gatsi, which was really mad. Not because it changed everything in my life, but because it made me realise people were actually watching, and it's even getting to people I look up to. And then summer 2025 came back, even bigger and even more organised than last year, but also a lot more stressful. Orders every single day went through the roof. Boxes constantly going in and out of my bedroom, sometimes even truckloads coming in on pallets. My bedroom basically turned into a warehouse. My biggest day was around 2,000 orders, about £20,000 in GMV. And it wasn't just one spike of orders. It was constant order pressure over and over and over again. Some days felt controlled, some days felt like they're about to fall apart. It wasn't all sunshine and rainbows as it looks like on the videos. There was a day I actually lost £2,000 because I overspent on ad spend, which just shows all your problems aren't solved just by a lot of revenue. And at this time, I learned that business is mainly about problem solving, finding fixes quickly and efficiently. And honestly, despite all the stress, I loved every single moment because this is my passion and it truly felt like a big business. And at this point, I sponsored my own school sports day and ran a Cool Towel stand, which is just mad to think about because it actually did really well and gave me some good insight on how Cool Towel doesn't have to just be online. I can sponsor events and do B2B if I really wanted to. It showed me that everybody needs a Cool Towel, no matter who they are. Even when the weather started cooling down, we still hit another massive day by targeting different audiences. Close to 1,500 orders. selling out again and waiting another month for a restock. And just to be clear, £100,000 in revenue doesn't mean profit. There's ad spend, VAT, TikTok fees, affiliate commissions, shipping, returns, and most of the profit that I do make goes straight back into the business. And in 2025, I started posting a lot more on my personal brand TikTok page. Not with a plan, just filming my days of packing orders and speaking about my life story when orders went mad. And those videos actually did really well. Millions of views. My DMs were full, and as a result, I got even more sales. And that's when I realised my personal brand wasn't separate from Cooltown as it used to be. It was helping it grow, and they grew together. The viral videos led to podcasts, Simon Squibb, The Side Hustle Show, and even sponsoring a gym event. And then I got an email that I thought was genuinely fake. It was Alibaba.com inviting me as an influencer to Alibaba.com co-create. They would pay for my flights, the hotel, and the whole trip. A few weeks later, I'm thinking, how has a guy making businesses in his bedroom led to me on a plane to Las Vegas? The event was crazy. It was full of founders, CEOs, business owners, and people that have built huge companies. And the best part is they actually wanted to speak to you and gave you really good advice. I remember going back to the hotel absolutely exhausted. It was a fantastic event and one I'd actually recommend, and I'll be going to next year. Then the week after, I was back at school, back working and back packing orders. And after Las Vegas, I thought that was it. But Alibaba.com emailed me again. They wanted me to pitch at Co-Create Europe in London. There were 15,000 entries, 30 finalists. 10 winners get $20,000 and one person gets the grand prize of $200,000. And from that point on, everything was about preparation, because I was pitching in front of Rio Ferdinand, Sarah Davies, Everett Taylor, Alistair Brownlee, and other entrepreneurs that knew a lot. I practiced the pitch constantly, literally out loud everywhere, wherever I could, while still running the business at the same time and trying to scale it up even further. I even went to my school teachers to ask for public speaking advice, and they were really helpful. And before I knew it, it was time to pitch. And weirdly, I wasn't nervous, because I wasn't pretending. I was just telling the truth. I talked about squash, overheating, my grandma coming round, packing the orders in my bedroom, the mistakes, and my plans for the future, like to build new colours of the Cooltown and become the cool company. When I walked off the stage, I knew I'd done my best I could possibly do, and whatever happens, I was satisfied, because I already got to meet Simon Squibb and so many other cool people. All the other pitches were fantastic, but I kind of knew I had a really good chance of winning one of the small prizes of $20,000. But they slowly went down the list, and my name wasn't called. I thought, oh well, I've still had a fantastic experience and met some really cool people. But when they announced the grand winner, with the $200,000 prize, and said my name,
15 years old from England, Grand Cooltown Harrison, please come on stage.
It did not feel real. I got a check, a trophy, and cameras literally everywhere. I had so many people asking to interview me and even take photos. I literally felt like a celebrity. And by the end of the day, I was absolutely exhausted. I vlogged the whole experience, so if you want to watch it, it's on my channel. And later that night, it hit me. It wasn't just about the money. I had now set myself up for a massive year next year, as I now have not just capital, but major connections and opportunities to skyrocket the business to the next level. So yeah, it's been a mad year. My plans are now to grow my personal brand, get on live TV, go to loads of different countries marketing the product, give away £15,000 and much more. And for Cooltown, it's new colours, international expansion, and just scaling it to the moon to become a household name and the cool company. But right now, I'm doing the boring work, setting the foundations, new designs for the packaging, meetings with potential partners, the legal side of the business, making changes to the website, all the things you don't see on social media. I'm genuinely excited for what's coming, but I'm also trying to enjoy where I'm at now, because the journey is the best part of success. And my whole life has literally changed in under a month. And it still doesn't feel real, even creating this video. So if you made it this far, truly thank you for watching. There's a lot more to come, and I promise to upload more frequently in 2026. So yeah, stay tuned and subscribe. I'll see you very, very soon. I've still got no words to describe what this means to me. See you soon.